New Orleans Saints, 9-8 last year, 7.5 their magic win total for this year. No matter, they're sticking with their wheels, used or not.
It's the game right here. Listen to me.
Saints offense was top 10 in scoring last year. Sounds sort of strange, right?
Hey, good job, brother. Great job.
They weren't top 10 in yards per game, or on third down, or in the red zone, so they have a lot of room to grow.
He's hit once, then falls to the ground.
Derek Carr's 2023 wasn't bad. 25 touchdowns, only 8 INTs, a rating close to 100.
Touchdown, Saints for Mike Thomas.
Wasn't bad, wasn't enough either. That's the model you bought though, Whodat. You picked up a Toyota Camry or a Honda Accord. They're reliable, good cars, just not going to win any drag races with them either.
Here's Carr now, wants to throw, intercepted Jesse Bates.
Maybe pop the hood and swap the engine out, I don't know. New Orleans bumpers and fenders did their job last year. It's only sacked 35 times, 8th fewest. They were top 10 in pressure rate allowed too.
Throwing deep down the middle, looking for Rashid Shaheed, catch!
Center Eric McCoy, right guard Cesar Ruiz, left guard James Hurst, right tackle Ryan Ramczyk, better than the league average at their positions.
Carr throws, quick pass to Olave, slant for the touchdown!
Left tackle Trevor Penning, he was a first rounder a few years ago. Last year, his first full season. Rookie year hampered by injury. He only gave up 2.5 sacks, that's great, but his pressure rate allowed, second highest of any left tackle in the game.
Dropping Carr, he's hitting the backfield and sacked, fumble football.
So New Orleans used their first rounder on another left tackle.
Tolaise Fuaga, tackle, Oregon State.
Well, there you go. And for me, he was right behind Joe Alt. I just loved watching him and the temperament and the physicality with which he plays.
Carr has a solid group of pass catchers to work with again. He has a number 1 in Chris Olave, over 1,100 yards last year.
Bears bring some pressure, Carr throws to the end zone, and that is a touchdown for Chris Olave.
An elite pass-catching running back in Alvin Kamara caught 75 passes in 2023.
Reaches his arm across, and Alvin Kamara scores the touchdown for the Saints as they answer.
And when he's feeling the need for speed, he's got Rashid Shaheed, great deep threat, 5 touchdowns, over 700 yards in his year too.
Touchdown Saints, Rashid Shaheed.
Michael Thomas's run in New Orleans is over, leaves on a year that saw him play only 10 games. Kind of fitting, right? Maybe someone like newcomer Cedric Wilson takes his spot. Just 300 yards in Miami is third fiddle to the Cheetah and the Penguin.
Cedric Wilson.
Tight end Juwan Johnson regressed a little. He did lose some games to injury, so that was part of it. Still a guy they believe in.
And he's looking for a wide open Juwan Johnson.
Taysom Hill also fills the tight end spot for them at times. I believe he's a descendant of the Headleys. Hey, man, he played quarterback, running back, fullback, janitor, a cab driver, a cook, and I think he's in 10 bands.
You can throw, you can catch. I don't feel like you're expecting much for that comment. From you, I'm expecting a lot.
He was their most efficient ball carrier at 5 yards per carry. He ran for 401 yards.
There you go. You've got to make that stop. You can't go low on Taysom Hill.
The Hingle McCringleberry signing didn't pan out. You get flagged for the third pump. Jamal Williams didn't even score 3 touchdowns. Kamara at least came close to 700 rush yards.
Kamara pushes it into the end zone. 10-point ball game.
Only 3.9 yards per run, though. The Saints' ground game was not a consistent strength for them. But you want to know what was? The Saints' defense.
Let's put that on the line right now. 4 quarters, dog. All out.
New Orleans held teams under 20 a game. That's top 10 good. 4th most takeaways, 4th best on third down, top 10 in the red zone.
Carl Granderson, the ball's picked off. That's Tyrann Mathieu, 15-10. He will walk into the end zone. Pick 6.
Strength of the defense, the secondary, without much of a pass rush, mind you. New Orleans held quarterbacks to the 2nd lowest completion rate, 5th lowest rating, tied for the 3rd most INTs.
That's picked off. Jonathan Abram.
Oh my gosh, Becky, look at New Orleans' back end. Sir Mix-a-Lot agrees it's stuffed. Cornerback Paulson Adebo, 6th lowest rating of any cornerback at 58.5. He had 18 passes defensed, 3rd most in the league.
Matron steps up over the middle, intercepted again! And it's Adebo again!
Cornerback Alontae Taylor, 14 passes defensed, 2 interceptions, 75 tackles.
Ritter picked off! Intercepted by Alontae Taylor!
Cornerback Marshawn Lattimore only played 10 games, 8 passes defensed, sub 80 rating against.
Watch Lattimore climb the ladder and go up top and snag this one out of the air.
Even their depth guy comes in off a good campaign. Isaac Yiadom, 14 passes defensed, held quarterbacks to a low 80s rating.
The near side broken up. That time by Yiadom.
Could be even better this year, too. Oh, yeah, they were thirsty in the second round of the draft. Took Kool-Aid McKinstry to add to the bunch.
Yeah, he's a very smooth, efficient mover. There are times where you see this. He'll keep his hands a little bit low. I think once he gets his hands on people, you're going to see even a better player because his mirror and match skills are excellent. There's no panic down the field.
Good thing they don't have a good safety, too. That wouldn't be fair.
On first down, Ritter throws an interception. It's Tyrann Mathieu. Gift wrapped.
Snake up in a tree, Honey Badger doesn't care. He takes what he wants. Tyrann Mathieu, 4 interceptions last year, 75 tackles.
Ritter looking deep, lets it fly, and it's picked! Second of the day for Mathieu.
His partner, Marcus May, only got in 7 games. Jordan Howden filled in, didn't play the pass anywhere near as good as May did when he was on the field, and May isn't coming back either. Saints front 7, they need better production from that group, and it's not that they don't have the parts. Linebacker Demario Davis comes in off another Pro Bowl year, 6.5 sacks, over 120 tackles.
He just waits, lets the protection sift.
His partner, linebacker Pete Werner, over 90 tackles.
Great penetration in the backfield. It was Pete Werner on the stop.
Yet they weren't able to stop opposing rushing attacks from hitting at 4.4 a run.
Here's Ritter handing to Robinson. Bijan at the 5, bounces, end zone.
The newcomer in their second level, former Chief Willie Gay. Speedy dude, not a tackle machine per se, though.
And Willie Gay Jr. recovers the fumble.
Up front, defensive end Carl Granderson found his way to 8.5 sacks.
Carl Granderson.
Rookie defensive tackle Brian Brissy broke on through to the other side 4.5 times.
Brian Brissy, he gets the sack.
Brissy didn't start a single game either.
Kalen Sanders and Nathan Shepard started 17 games each at DT for the Saints. Both had 50 or more tackles, and Shepard had 3.5 sacks.
Nathan Shepard had the strength to get him down just by reaching up and grabbing him in the back.
And on the other edge, they have 8-time Pro Bowl defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Big target. I've been him. Let's continue to be him. We love it.
Jordan just 2 sacks last year, and he played all 17 games. Maybe don't spend the offseason horsing around with Kittle and Fitzpatrick this time around, Cam.
Yeah!
New Orleans needs him to rebound and some. Only 3 teams had fewer bags than they did. Only 2 hit the quarterback less.
End zone touchdown. What a start by the Lions.
That's why they spent some coin on Chase Young, 7.5 bags between Washington and San Francisco last season.
It's good to have you.
Kicking duties, they went with rookie Blake Grupe in 2023.
From 46 yards out, Grupe's kick is no good. Wide to the right.
He needs a better year, too, if he wants a shot at attracting some of his last names. 7 misses with 4 from under 50. The Saints' return game, on the other hand, top shelf material. Shaheed dubbed the league's best last year at punt returner. Made first team All-Pro. Over 13 yards per return on a punt.
He's got nothing but green.
Over 13 yards per return on punts is fat.
See you later, bye.
Let's back that thing up now and see it all at once. They got a Carr and a Camaro, Shaheed and Olave, Johnson at tight end, King of the Hill. That third wideout, though, only because Thomas missed time again, we're going to give that a push. O-line, new left tackle, which based on Penning's play is an upgrade. They were 18th last year according to PFF as a whole, so they have lots of room for growth. Defensive side of the coin, didn't lose anyone from their front, just added Chase to it. He's an upgrade in general, should help Granderson. Gay added to the linebacker core. Again, no significant departures from that group. Secondary, the theme is continuity, the starting 5, so to speak, all Saints from 2023. They did lose May, though. We'll slap the swap with a push since May only got in 7 games, but that's a spot to keep an eye on. Washed it all down with some Kool-Aid. So what might their floor be? Let's take a look at their slate to see how they might fare if their roster is of the 6 to 7 win type quality.
Never mind. 2.
Carolina is a team they should still beat even if they're subpar themselves. figure a win over Tampa Bay at home at least. Denver has lower expectations than they do, and they get them at home. Give them a sweep over the Panthers. Giants on the road is still winnable. Same deal with Washington, who they play the next week, and a home win over Vegas to wrap it up. That's a 7-10 bottom. Guessing change would come with it.
That's to block out any noise.
Now let's flip it, slap it, and reverse it or whatever. View the year as though we've got beads galore around our necks. The New Orleans Optimist believes they have more like a 9-10 win type roster, so take the Chargers on the road, defend the Bayou against Atlanta, do the same against the Browns, take out the Rams for a 3-game home winning streak, an 11-6 ceiling that would involve home dominance.
Come on!
Game preview guy is not that high. I'll go with 8 and 9. Wait, I think it's game preview guy guess is not that high. What day is this?
I never knew that was a thing.